Yeah, what's that? What's up, Mavuno Young and Fearless? What's that? It's Nash again. It's Nash again. And today, have given this guy the opportunity of his life. That's why Sema is outside there in Nairobi. That's why Sema. Yeah.
It's just the second time I'm here, man. It's just the second time. Nikama those ladies who buy socks for a man. And they say they've lifted him. Yeah, anyway, hi guys. It's Pascal again. You remember me. I was here for the first week. Yeah, and we are back.
Yeah, first week.
More.
Yeah. He was claiming to be a champion. I don't know. After all those weeks, are you still a champion?
I am a
life
champion.
Happened?
No, I am a champion. Like you said last week, it's obstacles are there to be overcome.
Come on, man.
So the obstacles kept coming, we kept conquering. So we are still champions. Yes.
All right, keep on winning.
Sure,
so throughout this month we've been doing sermon series called Winning. Yes, and today we are here to finalize it. Is the series finale.
Yeah.
Do you know what happened in between the episodes?
Yeah. This is the fifth one, yeah?
Yeah, it's the fifth one.
Yeah, so the first one was about
identifying your win.
Yeah. Second one was
winning from the perspective of focus.
Yes.
Third one was training to win. And the fourth one, which was last week?
The fourth one was
the will to win.
And today we are finalizing.
Now that you've identified your win, you are focusing, you've chosen to focus, and also you are going through training to win, or you've chosen to discipline yourself as a young person in this walk of this Christianity walk of faith. Then also now that you are building your muscles, having the strength and the will to win through life, no matter what comes at you. Now what do you do when you find yourself when you are not where you used to be? Now that you're a winner, you've made some progress, but also you're not yet at where you're supposed to be. It's like you're stuck in between places. Yes. How do you move from there? Being stuck in between places, knowing that you are meant to fly, but you've made progress. You've made progress, but it's like you're stuck somewhere. Yeah. You're meant to fly, but you're not yet there yet. What do you do when you're in between places?
So you're meant to fly, but you've not had any Red Bull, so it's sad. Okay, staying with you. See,
or maybe you had that song. I won't call the name of the writer. But maybe you've been singing that song that I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. But you're not flying yet. What do you do?
So I feel like in anything, when you're doing anything, you'll never have it so smooth. They say when a deal is too good, you have to think twice. And I think when anything is meant to be great, it will always have ups and downs. And like we said last week, these struggles and obstacles is not where you stop. Because you already have a picture of where you're going, and now you are focused to get to it. So the obstacles, with the right mindset, with the focus of the goal that you are aiming for, you are able to overcome. So when you are stuck, I think you revisit the reason why you started in the first place.
Why you started in the first place.
Yes.
It's true. When sometimes you need to remind yourself. I also believe that's why God tells us to meditate on His word day and night. Because it somehow reminds you of who you are in Him, and of what He brought you here on earth to do.
And you are also reminded of the fact that the fight is not yours. The victory is already guaranteed, so it's just for you to remain faithful in the line of
Come on, man.
So it's already guaranteed, and the the journey, no, not the journey, the win is guaranteed, but now the fight, you just need to stay faithful and God will fight.
Yeah.
So that the results are...
Yeah, and even the fight is not yours, it's the Lord's, yeah? Yeah, you know, what I love about the kingdom of God is that it's run like, it's actually a kingdom. Like there's a king who is God, right? Then there are citizens we are his citizens, yeah? Then the kingdom has armies, right? Who? The angels, who fights for your battles, in the spiritual realm, in those places that you can't see with your naked eye.
True.
Yeah, but we know that the angels move at the sound of the word, yeah? How do we know this? When Jesus was being arrested, he said that, don't you know that I can command a dozen of angels right now? Do you know that part? Yeah,
I've heard.
So it means that the angels just move at the sound of the word. I believe that's the role that prayer plays too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because when you pray, you're asking God. Then God just does what he does. Yeah.
I remember someone said that how we participate in this warfare, where the angels are battling these other energies of darkness, it's when we go on our knees and pray. That's when they are energized, and because angels can't pray. That's what I heard, that they can't pray. So our prayer, I think it adds them the encouragement and energy that they are not alone, that we are also participating in it.
Or you can see it like it's an invitation for God to move in that situation that you are fighting for. So when you pray, it's like you're inviting God to be with you, in that place where you are. And how does he move? He sends out his army to fight for you, to fight your battles, so that's why we say, this is our fight, my battles, through prayer. So most of our lives, we know that we work towards a certain goal or a certain vision, you get. Then a door closes, or things change, or relationships end, or you move to a new place, or things just change. Then sometimes it happens sequentially, like you didn't expect it to happen that fast, but things just change. Then you find yourself in a place where you are like, I know I've come this far, but for me to walk towards that vision, or towards what God has for me, or for me to keep going ahead in life, how do I move on from here?
What is next?
What is next? So that's why today we will be looking at being stuck in between places. That's why I say, like, you know that you are meant to fly, but
hauna Red Bull.
Hauna Red Bull. Like, you don't have Red Bull. So, like, you ask yourself, how do I move on from here? Have you ever been in such a place as a person?
I definitely, I think everyone has. I think it's whether you choose to acknowledge it. No, you are not everyone. But I think it's a stage in everyone's life and everyone's journey in a specific season. So I'd say for me, this step where I said in the first week that I'm part of the worship team. I didn't say that. I've said it now. So I am part of the worship team. And I think before I joined is when I was stuck. I was stuck completely. So like you said, you know you're supposed to fly, you know you're supposed to be moving, but you don't know where to or how. So for me, I'd been singing for a while, ile tu kidogo and for fun. So I'd find places where people are singing and just go there. So karaoke is in different places, nini. So that's what I did, because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what happens during this stage. So now, getting the invitation, no, was it even an invitation? No, I don't know how it happened, but somehow I found myself there. But now in that process, of not knowing what to do during that time, you find yourself in need of people to direct you. And when you don't have the right people around you, that's where you find yourself in spaces you are not supposed to be, spaces that do not lead to your growth towards the place you're supposed to fly to. So I think for me it was hard. It was hard finding that place that I'm supposed to be, and it was, what made it hard was not having a community that makes sure you are moving. So I think people around you make the biggest difference.
That's true. And I also think that when you are stuck in between places, one of the things that happens is that we normally try to reinvent ourselves, trying to redefine yourself, because one thing you realize is that you've gotten where you are because of the information that you had, but now you feel like you need a new vision to get to where you're supposed to be at. That's why you ask yourself, how do I move on from here? Or maybe let's say you used to define yourself too much by what you do, but you start asking yourself, who am I apart from this thing that I'm doing? Who am I as an individual?
So identity kicks in.
Identity kicks in. So it's like you're trying to reinvent yourself. You're trying to get a new vision. You're trying to catch a new fire for your vision. Like, how do I take this thing from here now? Because everything that you've done have gotten you where you are, and you feel like you need that new fire to get you to where you're supposed to be at.
True.
So I think also that's one of the things that happens, because sometimes maybe you defined yourself by what you're doing, you defined yourself by what other people are saying about you, and actually you might have been good at what you're doing. But now you're like, okay, I've heard what they say, I know that I'm good, but now
what's next?
What's next? Like, where do I go from here? Because when I hear that question, it means that now it's like you are thirsting for more in life. Like you've known that you're a winner. You've known that you're a champion. And you're asking yourself, what are some of the things now that I need to keep me going towards what God has given me in this life. Yes. So that means that's also one of the things that you don't want to do and that you've been there and done that, is doing things the same way that you used to do. Because you are trying to get that extra push, that new vision to get you to where you want to be. Or maybe your life has been something else, has been pain. It's just been full of pain, and now you're asking yourself, okay, I know I've gone through this and this and this, and okay, now how do I move on from here?
There's something you've mentioned on losing what let's say what you did is what defined who you are. So like your job, you've lost your job. Like you had people around you who'd tell you that you're good at this, and that's what kept you moving. Assuming you've lost your job, those people are no longer around. How do you handle that? Because I'm sure that's something that's likely to happen to some of us.
So I don't have a one-end answer to how you handle it, but it's something that happens. And I've said, when it happens, you definitely always go back to that mode where you try to redefine yourself. Like you say, I know I was good at this, but it's no longer there. Now, who am I without this thing? So actually, what happens in the process is that now you get to understand who you really are. Like, you don't define yourself with the things that you do. Like, you get to know who you are at the core of your being.
Everything else aside.
Everything else aside. But it's actually a tough place to be at as a person, because remember, maybe you have people who depend on you. You have bills to pay. Also, there is a certain lifestyle that you are used to. and now it seems like you have to cut down certain things, yeah.
To readjust.
Or maybe now as a young person, maybe it's your parents that have gone through that, and now your friends knew that you guys lived in this place, and now
It's no longer
it's
there.
no longer there. Now you start worrying because you're not sure if your friends now will still stick around you. Yeah, you get.
So I think that also helps because if they were your friends because of where you lived, you lose. They are not friends, and losing them means those who stick around are the real ones. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the real ones, but the truth is that it's normally painful. You know, as young people, families and friends are such grounding places for us.
Yeah.
So even if they were fake friends, the honest truth that to some extent, they were, maybe they were feeding your ego to some extent, like you liked it a little, even though it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that happening really shakes you a bit. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. It's okay in the long run, but it does actually shake you a bit. Yeah, you get. So that's what normally happens. Yeah. So yes, we know that we are trying to get a new vision in life, a new fire, the strength to walk in this life. Yeah. And also now you're asking yourself, what do I need for this second part of my life? Yeah. So I believe that as a person, as young people, what we don't want to do is to spend the next 10 years building our lives, being great at something, then now spend the next 30 years talking about the good old days. Like in those days we were. No, I believe that God has great ideas for us for every season, and that we should live out those ideas. Yeah. To me, I don't want to live my life now building the next 2 years, then spend the next 40 years talking about those 2 years. Like, you know, I used to play piano. Yeah, in my days, like I was. But now, what are you doing now? You get. Yeah. It's because I believe that God doesn't give us life to rehearse old habits. Yeah.
True.
He always has something new for us for every season. Yeah, even as a young person. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, it's like maybe, you know, one of the things that I struggled with people sometimes is when you're having those conversations, then someone says, you know, my father has this and this and this and this. I'm like, yo, change your thinking. I just want to be friends for who you are, not for what you guys have. Yeah.
But you see, that's something we've created around us, and it's like you don't take people for who they are. You look at them from the
What
material side of it. So you're like, he has a car at 25. He has a car at 22.
At
You're
19
this
sometimes, at 16.
This one should be my friend. So you get people will come to you because of what you have, and that's also a challenge because when you lose it, you go to that state that you now have lost what defined who you were.
Yeah, true.
So I think it's good to be rooted in knowing who you really are, having your identity in Christ as God's child.
Yeah.
I think that saves you a lot of trouble when it comes to people around you, the friendships you attract.
Yeah, so one thing that can also happen is that when you're in between places, it means that you have these ideas that you're trying to work towards something, and you are in between, So you're like, how do I take this thing from this level to here?
Next,
it's like I have music that I've written, but now how do I get a good producer who understands my style? Like how do I take it from the next level? So we normally have something that I call crib death. Is that when you have good ideas, and you don't surround yourself, or you don't put yourself in the right environment, the right people, right community, that is good for that idea to grow. That idea can die I can say in the crib, like it can die with you. True. You know how you can make a good song, but it's only you who listens to it in the bedroom. But it wasn't meant to be listened to in the bedroom by yourself.
True.
It's meant for other people. You get.
True.
But if you don't have the people around you to help you bring out that greatness in you, that winner, that champion in you that God has called out, if you don't have the right people around you to call it out,
it will die.
It can die with you.
Like we saw in that first week, we were talking about how Paul, Apostle Paul, was now sold out to bring people to Christ. That means if he kept sleeping on it, it would have died there. If he didn't write, if these ideas he had, if this word that he knew had stayed with him, so many people would have gone astray because of staying with the information. So I think when you have a community of like-minded people, you get to give your ideas, and somehow the people you are with will definitely, as long as you are like-minded, like your goal is the same, it's to win souls for Christ, there will be a way will just come, because people have skills and knowledge that is different all round, and when you once you present an idea, it will definitely come to life, because many people are working towards it, and in good in unity and towards the same goal. So it's definitely meant to flourish.
True. And also now for us, we know we have people who've already gone ahead of us, right? As young people, it means if you want to go far, learn to stand on their shoulders. So these are the people that will call that greatness out of you. Like for you now, someone setting you up for music, like worship team, it means that they saw something greater in you and say, let me give this guy this opportunity. Now those are the people, those are the kind of people that you need in your life, who are able to call out the greatness in you, even if you don't see it in you. They're like, I'm gonna believe in this guy.
I think the same applies for when you're going the wrong way. They are able to correct you and bring you back to the right track. It doesn't go for just the right, calling you to the right place. They also call you out when you've gone sideways.
When you're doing the nay in life, so that's what they help us with. That's why again, I know we've talked about this over and over. That's why being around a community of believers really does help. Or even when you're feeling down, they are able to uplift you. You get so now when these people are around you, it means you have a team for the task that God has given you. They are like midwives who are helping you to birth the ideas God has given you to real life. So that your idea can be manifest like in real life. You get, because they know how to draw it out. Proverbs 13:20, it says, let us read it. Proverbs 13:20. So that they don't say we were just saying all things.
Wako too creative.
Proverbs
13:20 says, whoever walks with the wise becomes wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm.
If you walk with the wise, you become wise.
But the companion of fools
suffers harm. Because if you're walking among fools, they can't warn you of any impending danger that is coming in life. Because you will definitely suffer harm. Like they will see what you're doing is not good for you, it will destroy you, but they'll just look at you because they are also fools. In the same place. You get but if you're walking among wise people, if you are walking doing the nay, like straying away, they'll say, yo, you know what you're doing is not right. And it will end up like this for you. You get
and I feel like sometimes thinking about it in a way that it's not just about what you are seeing, it's not just about what the idea you have, it's also about who you represent.
Come on, man.
So you've been going out talking about Christ, talking about how you are a follower and how you are doing all these things, and then someone who is looking up to you finds you doing the nene. They'll definitely be they'll follow you to that as well. They'll be like, it's not too serious after all. So we should also be careful to to take care of the image we carry.
Yeah, true.
My phone.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, so it's also good to make sure the image we carry is protected. So you can't be preaching Christ, then you do things that don't match what he was preaching. Yeah. So it's never about just the goal that you have.
It's
also about who you represent
and who you are becoming in the process.
Yes.
Yeah. So I also believe that what being stuck in between places does is like you are this person, you're trying to become this person, you already know who you're representing. So but you feel like you have a need and you're looking for an opportunity. The need is here, then opportunity is there. It's like you have a brother need and brother opportunity. So maybe you feel like sometimes in your life you've been calling out to the opportunity, but the opportunity doesn't hear you. But what happens is that when you know who you're representing and whose you are, God has a way of giving you ideas, instinctive ideas, and when you walk in his ways, he will find a way to connect your need to the opportunity that you want in life.
Yes, that's correct. Our pastor usually says God has options that we have no idea about, that we can't even think about.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you'll be stuck, and where you what you can see is just hapa tu mbele. You can't see anywhere, but God sees the end from the beginning.
In fact, he is the beginning and he is the end.
So even in that situation, like David, we've been doing the book of Kings, and we see in every king who does not follow God's ways, they say this phrase, he did evil unlike his father David. So now the reason he's usually referred to is because even when he was in tight situations, in tough places, he always ran back to God. So even when you are stuck here, for you to get that divine idea from God, it won't be when you've gotten stuck and now your eyes are off the prize, and now you are looking for other shortcuts. It has to be your focus is maintained, and you are still seeking God even in that difficulty.
So even when you're stuck in between places, what matters is, are you seeking God?
Yes.
Like, are you hearing God? Are you being around community of believers to help you, connect you towards that healing, that health, that that recovery that you want, or that opportunity that you've been looking for? It may take a while. It may be a struggle. It may be step by step. But what we do know, that God never disappoints.
For sure.
So even when you're stuck and you feel like you're supposed to fly and you're not flying, God never disappoints. In fact, he will carry you through it as you walk with him.
He's the Red Bull you need.
Come on, man.
He gives you wings.
Yeah.